the landscape has changed, and that it used to be if you were big enough, you had an empire and you could sort of sustain it with sort of entropy in a certain sense, right? Maybe that's the wrong word, momentum. You used to work at AT&T. A lot of your career was there. That was sort of a classic example of the ultimate empire at one time. Do you think that the landscape is fundamentally different and that you have to prove yourself more every day? And is that just a given to you?
I think the answer is yes, and part of it is the way that people can communicate so rapidly. First of all, I think that consumers have more choices, and that's always an important element of it. But it's not only the feedback that they provide you, but if customers are unhappy and you get basically bad press out there on the blogs, and that's one of the reasons. I mean, we actually have 2,000 employees who volunteer to help us communicate our message in addition to our communications and PR department. Now we train them on the products, on etiquette, on transparency, which is identifying themselves as Sprint employees if they're on blogs or what have you. But it's extremely important to make sure that your point of view is heard. They know who it's coming from, but that you always have an opportunity to do that because things could get out of hand very quickly. I do think things have changed. I think, first of all, the industry structure's changed. Our industry is so much more competitive than it used to be. But customers get almost, if you will, perfect information, so quickly on what's good and what's not good, what works and what doesn't. The other thing that's very interesting is the power of the individual. On the one hand, on the press side, I think that there's a lot of, if you will, unprofessional press that's out there, if you will, the consumer, but also in terms of reviews. The interesting thing that we watch, and that's why we let consumers, in addition to, let's say, on our website for our various products and phones, we put what Consumer Reports thinks and CNET thinks and all of the professional reviewers, but we also let everybody who comes onto Sprint online vote, and you see reader scores and ratings as well. And it's amazing how important that is.
Sort of in an Amazon-esque sort of way.
In an Amazon-esque way, but others, we also realize that within certain circles, it could be somebody who has a particular blog is extremely influential. But I think, as we all know, if our friends say they like a song, a movie, a restaurant, I get good service from this provider, or this phone works really well for me, that's extremely powerful. And that is shifting.